I have another brand new car for you to review. And it's not a car, it's actually a mid-size pickup truck. 2022 Nissan Frontier. Here I have it in the white SV trim level. I'm going to review it for you guys real quick. And this is actually not a bad truck. This Frontier is actually still based on the previous generation Frontier. The frame at least, but everything, I mean everything pretty much has been redesigned. So let's go to it real quick. As I said, I have the 2022 Nissan Frontier SV Crew Cab, 4x2 automatic V6. Standard vehicle price of the SV Crew Cab, $32,140. What you see in the video, $33,450. But first off, shout out to Nissan. I do love how Nissan's MSRP sheets give like pretty much a good layout of the powertrain. I mean, it gives the horsepower and the torque right there in 9-speed automatic transmission, which is pretty cool. I like Nissan's MSRP sheets of all the reviews I've done. But let's go do a quick little walk around. And first off, right off the back, I want to say, no, this does not look anything like the Toyota Tacoma whatsoever. When this thing first debuted, at least on the internet, I see multiple comments saying, oh, it looks like just like a Tacoma. It doesn't. It's hard for me to critique a styling of a pickup truck because honestly, they're just really simple. But as you can see in the rear, the tail lights just pretty much pull straight almost from the Nissan Titan. So tell me what you think about the styling of the Nissan Frontier. I really do like the design of the Nissan Frontier, this new generation. Let's go hop inside real quick, but before I do, let's talk about the key. This right here is Nissan's bread and butter. Traditional key fob right here, but just like the new emblems all around the vehicle, on the front, on the wheels, and the back as well, you do have the new emblem. Let's see, my phone can pick it up, on the key fob as well. So I mean, it is what it is. It's just a simple lock, unlock, and a home. Hopping in, and this is where you can tell that pretty much this is where the old Nissan Frontier, that it's on the same body frame as the previous generation. This came out just straight from the Nissan Quest, the 2007 that I had. This is very reminiscent about that. But hey, I mean, it works as well. You can tell about the floor mats. But that's pretty much it. When you hop inside, like I'm about to do real quick, being 6'9", I'm going to raise up the steering wheel a little bit. This is technically, to me, at least, smaller than the Toyota Tacoma, smaller than the Chevrolet, the GMC, tad bit smaller than the Ford as well. So this is more on the compact side. This is actually new for the Frontier. Every single last trim level gets a push button. No more key insert in this truck. Apart from the angle of the window switches, I was in the previous generation, and you can tell by the flooring and the floor mat and all that stuff as well. The rest, the steering wheel, the gauge cluster, infotainment, climate control is, if you know Nissan, is very reminiscent of the previous generation, but not pulled exactly from it. Even the gear lever, all this is completely different and new. This area right here will be for wireless charging for a higher trim level. And this is right here is where you will have your 4x4 settings, you know, switch to 4 high, 4 low, all that stuff, 2-wheel drive. But now you get power seats in the Frontier, which is actually pretty nice. So let's go ahead and start it up real quick. Now listen, upon startup, that sounds very reminiscent of the 4-liter, but it's not. It's not the same engine as the 4-liter. It does sound like a proper truck engine, I would say. I really want to get an exhaust clip, but I'm just recording this from my phone. Before I go on a little drive real quick, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the rear seats. Of course, some of my height can't really fit in here that well. The seat is scooted forward just a little bit, but just for giggles, if I got to sit in here, it will be okay. It's not as bad as I was expecting. But while you're back here, you do have charger ports back over here. And I do need to get out the seat to show you guys real quick. But you can lay the seats down if you need to. Just pull a little lever right here. I'm just gonna pull this side just for time's sake. As you see, it's pretty flat. And also, push back up. There's a lever down over here as well. You pull this little part up right here, and then simultaneously, you can pull this up. There you go. And you do have a little storage space down over here if you need to place your tools, whatever, whatnot. You want to hide them. Nice little spot over here. And then you got to pull the lever again to release it. that's it, simple truck. I'm gonna go ahead and go on this little road right here. Oh, it pulls strong. It pulls very strong. Actually really impressed by that. Now, the ride comfort pretty much is on par with every body on frame mid-size truck in this segment. If you have no load in the rear, you hit a bump, you're gonna feel the bumps. That's just how it is. Doesn't matter if it's Tacoma, GMC, all that stuff. It handles like a normal mid-size truck, nothing out the ordinary. The brakes, however, the brakes are very good. Much better than the likes of Toyota Tacoma. And just trying to get up to speed without flooring it. Yeah, you feel those bumps. But again, it's not uncomfortable. The shocks absorb it well. When you do kickdowns, it doesn't feel like a 9-speed automatic gearbox. It actually feels like a 6-speed and plenty of power to deliver. But let's go ahead and accelerate onto the highway real quick and let's see how it does. It gets up to speed pretty quick and with ease. Thanks to that 9-speed, it was just banging the gears. It is kind of a windy day, but when I was cruising around on the highway late at night, this cabin is very, very quiet. You could pretty much whisper to someone next to you in this car. And you can have a full-blown conversation. You don't have to yell, raise your voice. I'm just doing it because I'm driving on the highway, and that's just my concentration voice. So I'm actually here at the Nissan's Cool Springs with my 2022 Nissan Frontier. And this Nissan has a great inventory of new and used cars. So come over here and check them out. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I pretty much came here just to check the other Nissan Frontiers trim levels. Mostly what they have is just the SVs, but as you can see, they got nice little 2 doors over here. So I want to go ahead and start with this trim level right here. But first of all, I am right next to I-65, which if you can't hear me, I apologize. I'll talk as loud as I can. But this is the Pro X trim level right here. I love the gray color. This is around like $42,000. MSRP sheet is on the dash. Nice chunky off-road wheels. Little side steps as well. Let me go ahead and just look inside real quick. You do have a nice little sunroof at the top. The doors are unlocked. Got leather throughout the vehicle. Nice little black gloss finish. Pro X stitching on here as well. The black gloss continues inside. Nice little sunroof as well. You do have heated seats in this trim level and heated steering wheel, parking assist. If I go ahead and get inside real quick. Red and black Nissan emblem on the steering wheel. Red gauge clusters as well. Infotainment is going to be bigger as well, and also you do have maps. I do not have the key on me, don't need to start it up. But it's very nice in here, and I'm actually comfortable. The seats are actually comfortable on this trim level. 4x2 automatic V6. Still has the same 3.8 liter V6, 310 brake horsepower, 9-speed automatic gearbox. The base price for this trim level is going to be $34,000, and what you see in this video is 42 grand. The tail lights are about the same as well. You still get that same little theme on the Nissan logo, black and red. Matches with the Pro X. Tail lights the same. Can't really get to the exhaust. But this is actually really comfortable. I like this one. Here we have another 2020 Nissan Frontier. This is also the V6. I don't think the 4-cylinder isn't even available anymore. But this is the 4x4, so I'm going to show you that real quick. And this is the S trim level, S crew cab. So you got the smaller wheels, and I'm pretty sure, you know, just blacked out mirrors like matte. It's not actually paint match with the color. And I'm pretty sure the seats are manual adjust. Let's check to see if it's open. This is, yep, so this is actually the base trim level with 4 doors. Manual adjusted seats. There goes your 2-wheel drive. You can switch to 4 high, 4 low. Just a little push right there. Everything else about the same. It's still a push button, which is actually pretty good. Push button. I guess with the Rogue Sport, you can still get it, insert the key and all that stuff, but Still good to see this little trim level. So, in closing, the 2022 Nissan Frontier, this is SV trim level. The ride comfort is pretty much on par with every other truck in this class. I do believe the Ford Ranger is more comfortable. The styling, I really do love. It's not overly done. It's not too flashy. Very simple truck, which I love, and that's how a truck should be. Powertrain was excellent. 9-speed automatic gearbox. I'm not a big fan of the way it takes off from first to second in city driving, but on the highway, it actually feels like a 6-speed automatic gearbox, which is actually a good thing as well. I was really impressed about the way this thing drives on the highway as well. Wind noise, I mean, you could whisper to the next person and you have a full-blown conversation. That's how quiet it is. And that's the highest point of this Nissan Frontier. For me, I would say if you get a Nissan Frontier, I wouldn't settle for the SV trim level. Go and get the higher trim level, get something with leather seats if available. Go and get it fully loaded. That's how I get a Nissan Frontier. But again, that's the problem with these mid-size trucks. Every other truck like this, you get in a price range of the full-size trucks. But hey, that's up to you. That's not Nissan's fault. That's just the way the market is right now. This is a nice little truck, but again, I do recommend taking it for a lengthy test drive, especially if you do just want the SV trim level. After driving for about a good 15-20 minutes, I didn't find it as comfortable as I would imagine for a brand new truck especially. But it's all up to you. But this is almost for vehicle height restrictions, and I do have a height restriction in this truck just like every other truck. But again, this is a very nice truck indeed. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you next trip.